Welcome to a Dude's Nerdery. 2021 has seen 34 Black Series figures released or available to pre-order prior to May the 4th. With so many outstanding releases, including the much anticipated Asajj Ventress, to the archive releases of Thrawn and Cody, I thought it would be fun to share the Nerdery's top 10 Black Series figures of 2021 so far. Kicking us off at number 10 is Grand Admiral Thrawn. A big deciding factor to make the top 10 is my connection to the characters. I genuinely appreciate this figure. Maybe it's that all-white uniform with the black belt and the gold shoulders, his rankings on the collar, combined with the blue skin that makes him so special. Or maybe it's just because as soon as I took him out of the box, I could hear the organs playing. I really do enjoy the expression on his face, and I think he looks right at home next to Ezra in the Nerdery. Number 9, Clone Commander Cody Archive Wave. Yeah, I know, I'm kicking this off with two back-to-back Archive Wave figures. I really appreciate the orange paint on the Clone Trooper body. I love how it looks homemade. Cody articulates well, just look at how nicely he holds his blaster. Cody also has one of the most unique and arguably coolest clone helmets in all of Star Wars. I mean, even the top looks sweet, man, doesn't it? And most importantly, he was Obi-Wan's wingman until Order 66. Number 8 is Mace Windu on the Phantom Menace card. This is arguably the best photoreal face in all of Black Series. It looks like Samuel Jackson from every angle, and I really appreciate the look they put on his face. This really is the most distinguishable lightsaber in a display, and I am so grateful to have it mixed in there. I really appreciate the soft rubber on the robes. It looks more realistic than this all being one piece, and does not hinder articulation at the shoulder. I'm also really digging the Phantom Menace retro cards too. Coming in at number 7 is a fellow Phantom Menace card figure, Qui-Gon Jinn. Hasbro delivers another knockout photoreal face sculpt. It looks like Liam Neeson from all angles. It's really impressive when you consider how well they did the hair too. I love how it flows down on his shoulders. It will limit articulation, but that's a fair trade-off for that mane. I also really enjoy his lightsaber. I'll admit, I'm just a sucker for a really good green lightsaber. I really appreciate how they weathered his robes. It's a nice touch versus a lot of the other Jedi that are starkly clean. And most of all, he was just a gaping hole in my prequel era trilogy display. Number 6 is Karnor Jax, also known as Kirkanos. Dude, it is good for the soul to get these Legends characters that I enjoyed decades ago. I have to just start off by acknowledging this purple cape. Kind of looks like a galaxy of stars, and it is just fantastic in contrast to the glossy red, the matte red, and the black in his outfit. Also, mad props for making this a really nice soft goods cape. Absolutely takes this figure to another level. Would have downgraded the figure if it was not this soft goods material like this. So this is a stocky figure. It balances well. I've been able to move and pose it with ease, and he's actually really fun to photograph and articulate. Comes with a nice dual-bladed scythe, and he doesn't look like anything else in my display. I pose him with my Gaming Greats figures because I didn't know where else to put him right now, and he now owns that shelf on the DTOF. I also have to acknowledge how epic and amazing these comic book boxes are. I love that you get the art on the front, and you open it up, it's more art with the description, and then the normal figure box. I mean, made to be displayed. And then look at that, man. Like, look how cool he looks posed in front of his box. Number 5 is the Deluxe Boba Fett. Many of you might have this as your number 1 action figure, and you would not be wrong. I love this Boba. He has an updated and improved body sculpt, weathering, and Return of the Jedi accurate paint. Boba also has an updated jetpack, but what really makes this version of Boba stand out are the myriad of accessories. He's got a grappling hook, a lightsaber split blaster rifle, also comes with this blaster rifle, jetpack effects, and a flamethrower effect. I have him in flight with a flamethrower jetting out across the display. Number 4 is Bo-Katan. I might have been the last person to finally get this figure, but she is definitely worth the wait. First of all, how sweet does she look posed with this lightsaber? She's a sturdy figure, especially for a female Black Series figure who are sometimes wobbly. She articulates and poses very well, but most importantly, she stays balanced. She has this sweet helmet, targeting reticule moves, but you can remove it and it reveals what is arguably one of the best Black Series face sculpts along with Mace Windu. Dude, she looks like Katie Sackhoff from every single angle. I think this photoreal technology has gone next level. This is such an impressive face sculpt. What do you guys think? I love the color palette they chose. The silver armor shines so cool under the LEDs, and I appreciate the blue that is weaved throughout her armor on the shoulders, forearms, knees, and shins. And I know not everyone's a fan of this brown belt, but I love how it looks in contrast to her armor. It just makes the figure that much more visually interesting to me. I think she is so fun to photograph and poses extremely well. Number 3 is Asajj Ventress. She's another figure that I got late, but is 100% worth the wait. I am just in awe of this figure. First of all, this face sculpt is incredible. I love her bone white skin and all the purple markings across her face. And I really appreciate how well done her eyes and lips are. It's just executed so well. And I'm so grateful they went with this satiny soft goodness here instead of like plastic. When you pull the figure back, it just makes this figure 10 times better because of it. I love the sheen on it. I understand that not a lot of people are really happy with the hard plastic here. However, you can use it as a tripod. It balances her well, and you can get her in like really cool lunging positions like that. And I really do appreciate the colors they picked her, from the different shades of purple to the different shades of blue, in contrast to her like bone white skin tone. And then look at how the red lightsabers pop against it. Asajj comes with 2 lightsabers so you can dual wield her. I appreciate how they nailed the curved aesthetic, however the color is wrong. But I'm not going to hold that against her because she just looks incredible holding them. And then as a little chef's kiss, you can combine them to turn them into one lightsaber like Maul's. And I love how it keeps the curved aesthetic. I think that is so cool. She is fun to pose, fun to photograph, and is dominating my prequel era display. Coming in at number 2 is Darth Maul Sith Apprentice. Oh man, I've wanted a Maul forever. And he is glorious. The toy gods have delivered this majestic figure. He does so many things well. Let's just start off with this epic face sculpt. Look at the carving on it. Look at the paintwork. Look at those grimace teeth. You can see his red eyes underneath. The horns are placed extremely well. I'm just blown away by him. His neck and head both articulate, so you do get incredible head tilt with him. He has butterfly shoulder joints that are well hidden, and then check out the paintwork on his chest. His tattered robes hang down, and again, he articulates extremely well, which makes him fun to pose. And now let's all bask in the majesty of his lightsaber hilt. They absolutely nailed this. I love the like chrome silver on there. It has a real nice shine to it. You have the red buttons, and it's just awesome, man. And when you pull him back and see this all at once, holy cow, look how amazing he is. And one other thing to note, these lightsabers can be separated into 2. I gotta figure out what to do with him, man, because he deserves to be highlighted and in a place of honor. Also gets bonus points for this outstanding Legends comic book box. I love the comic on the front, and it is just so cool that it flips open like a book. I can't get enough of this. And even though I've unboxed this figure, it is still 100% displayable. My number 1 figure of 2021 so far is Obi-Wan Kenobi on the Kenner Retro card. Dude, I'll be honest, this is more nostalgia and joy making this decision for me than the figure itself. But, I mean, that's what it's all about, isn't it? First of all, he comes in this glorious retro card, which really pleases the toy gods, man. I cannot get enough of this. It just brings me back to my childhood. How about you? Dude, Hasbro did it again with another amazing photoreal head sculpt. This is a major upgrade to the prior Obi-Wan versions, and as soon as you look at him, it just screams Sir Alec Guinness. Like, it looks like he could just be stroking his beard on his chin deep in thought, doesn't it? Another thing that I'm really enjoying about this figure is his opaque blue lightsaber. This really stands out. I have him posed right now next to Dagobah Luke, and his lightsaber immediately grabs your eye, where Luke's is not as easy to track. I wouldn't mind if they started doing more like this, but just have the color be fully accurate. also appreciate his plain hilt. That's just a real neat retro touch. And then he's got his orange robes that he had on the original figure. And then we're just gifted with this vinyl cape. And all together, it's just an amazing ObiWan figure. To me, this is like a hybrid between the Kenner figures I had as a kid and the Black Series I collect as an adult. And they've taken some of the best parts of it and mashed it together for this ObiWan. Black pants look really cool underneath this like really orangish brown. Now these are a hard rubber. I mean, there's a little bit of bend to them, so they can hinder posing. However, like Asajj Ventress, you can use it as a tripod, and it actually will help get him into some different types of poses because you basically can just balance him on these robes. And again, I'm gonna fully admit it's the nostalgia and joy that made it #1, but I am firm and steadfast on that decision. 2021 has been a banger year for the Black Series so far, and there are so many more exceptional or highly anticipated figures on their way. These lists are very subjective, and clearly my personal feelings are clouding my judgment. But isn't that what collecting is all about? Let me know in the comments below who your top figures of 2021 are so far, and which figures you are most anticipating. I really appreciate you watching and sharing the joy that toy collecting brings. Please like and subscribe to join the noble quest of building this action figure collection. See you real soon.